Jennifer and Donna. I've been sitting here thinking, what do I want to make today? And I'm not sure. So we'll figure out something though. I did bring out all my uh, bundles for Sunken Treasure. Hi, Beth. Um, so I'm looking over my big mess I have beside me, trying to decide what I want to do. But I'm not sure. I have a few pair of earrings I have designed. Hey, PK. Hi, Becky. It's been raining this morning. Actually, it's clear here, which is surprising because we had a whole bunch of thunderstorms again last night. It seems to, it's funny because we can go for months without having a thunderstorm, and there's years we might have half a dozen tops, and we've had double that in the last week. So it's been interesting, but is what it is. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Helen. So, yeah, I've been sitting here trying to think of, is there anything in particular we want to make? I'm not sure. And sometimes, something just grabs hold of me and I go, okay, let's make this. And other times I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And I'm in one of those, yeah, I don't know moods. Hi, Rita. We didn't ever lose power, which is surprising, but we didn't. I lost my internet for a little while. Not a great length of time, but probably about 15 or 20 minutes. But it's been nuts. So, as far as storms are going, so we are going to try and figure out something to do today. I don't have any. Hi, Anita. So, yeah, I've had that one too, Jenny. Mushroom coffee. Try mushroom coffee. I'm like, I don't like coffee. Why would I want mushroom coffee? And then I keep getting other things because I have diabetes too. I keep getting these weirdo commercials for you can cure your diabetes by doing this or doing that, and my doctor was very skeptical. So, but yeah, my favorite is peppermint green tea. So it's definitely not coffee. And I know most people drink coffee. My husband is a big coffee fanatic, but I love the smell of it, but I've never liked the taste of it. So it's sort of like vanilla, real vanilla. Smells delicious, but dang, is it bitter. Hi, Dorothy. So I've just been sitting here going, what do I want to make? And I'm not sure. We could make a bracelet to match our necklace and earrings we made the other day. Or we could make an anklet. Haven't made an anklet in a little while. We could do some hair sticks. There's all kinds of things we could do. It's just, do I want to? So, we're going to have to think about just a little bit longer. I'm not going to think too much longer because let's face it, it will take too long, and we need to make something. I just don't know what I want to make. Yes to what, Beth? Thunderstorms. I'm in northwest Montana, so up near Glacier National Park, In fact, that's where I'm retired from, is Glacier National Park, and my husband still works there. So we could make a sun catcher. We could make all kinds of different things. Actually, I need to make some fairy ears. I got that fairy festival coming up pretty soon. I have one set of blanks made, but I don't have any jewels put on them, and I need to make, probably about 6 or 7 sets would be good. But Deborah votes for an anklet. That sounds good. We can do that. In fact, we can do it with one of the bundles. Actually, if I had some red, white, and blue beads out, which unfortunately I do not, I would say we could make a 4th of July anklet, but I don't have any out, so I'm not going to go searching around for them right now. So anklet or bracelet. Okay, let's do an anklet. And you know what? Since we're going to do an anklet, I got some interesting beads the other day. Look at these. They look like shells. And I actually think they are made out of shell, and they've been put together like this, but they're so cool. Oop, I just about dropped them on the floor. That would not be good. Hey, Sylvia. Oh, I hope you do get some rain in Texas. Actually, I'm happy that we're getting rain because of the thunderstorms. If we didn't have the rain, we would probably have some fires instead. So so let's get these beads out and then decide what we want to work with them. Maybe some pearls. Now, let's face it, I'm not sure how great this one would be for in the water, but it will be pretty. So let's turn down and we'll grab some pearls, and we'll actually, I think there was some pearls in one of the latest. Yeah, there is some pretty pinky colored pearls. So let's get our companion bundle 4 out. We'll get these down and we'll see what we can do about making this an anklet. So we're turning down now, folks. Get ready. Did you turn? No. Come on. There we go. No. I obviously hit the button twice. It went and then came right back. There we go. So here's our shell beads. They look like little double clam shells. They're cute. And we have some pearls. You like these colors together? Do I have any darker pearls? I like this color though. I think we may leave it. So let's cut this string apart. Come on, you're loose, I can tell. And I don't think we have the pearls cut apart yet because we hadn't used them yesterday. These are those shell pearls. They're pretty. Hey, Laverl. Yeah, when I was younger and I took care of my grandson a lot. I always asked myself, how do women do this in their 40s? I mean, that have babies in their 40s. I'm like, I'm exhausted. And it's not taking much to do it. I don't think we want to do just that. That's boring. So we could do chain in between, or we could add shell, shell. Where's the end? Right here. Face this direction. I want something more. If we want to keep it lighter colored like this, we have the 2 more turtles here that we could put in. Or if we want to add some different color to it, we have, ooh, that's a cool idea. We have these little, there's the 2 different colored little shell beads from, and then I think we had some blue turtles in one of our kits here. There they are. Add a little color to this. We can add some blue turtles. Oh goodness, did you, Becky? And did you survive? Well, obviously you did survive because you're still around here, but I always was like, oh, this getting up in the middle of the night and all this wonderful fun stuff is for the birds. Of course, I couldn't have any children after I had my one daughter, and I had her when I was 19, so. Okie dokie, I like those turtles in there. I was thinking of putting these in too, but I've decided we need a little more blues in here, or some different colors. So we're gonna keep going with the different color, the blue, I think, and we do have other blues. We have these blues from our original bundle. Put those on either side and maybe in the middle. Okay, I'm liking this. Now I need to find some spacers, and I know this isn't going to be long enough yet, so, because it needs to be about 9 inches for anklet. See how long we got it so far. Yeah, it's not even 6. So definitely needs some more. So that's fine. We can add a couple more turtles. Maybe something smaller here between the two blues. I don't think I want to put another pearl in, but maybe. Oh, I was saying something about those shells. Where are they at? They're in. But they're another blue unless I put the green ones in. And do we want to add green to the mix? I don't think we do. So I do. Though we have plenty of room to add more colors. The green would, if we want to use the green shells rather than the blue shells, excuse me, that would work. It's too bad I don't have my Turtle Love from Softlex out here because I still had like 5 or 6 of this style of bead left from in their kit, but it's in the other room. So, but we also have these little shells like this in green, in a pale green, in one of the other kits. Oh, morning, Bonnie. So, let's see if I can find the little green shells too and see how they fit in. Oh, they're in this package that we were just in for our turtles. Come here. Let go. So here's our little green shells. Okay, your clip is a little close, so let's... Morning, Linda. Yeah, I like the green shell too. I love it. So let's find some spacer beads. some beading wire. I think we'll use turquoise, Selflex medium turquoise. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Never had one of my clips break like that before. Not sure I have another one this size, but that's all right. We'll just worry about it later. Right now, I'm just going to put on a bead stopper and we'll silver. There we go. Need a couple of ball spacers by the turtles. So these holes aren't as big as the ones in the cream colored ones, thankfully, because those are just too big. Come on, go through. There we go. Now right here, I'm going to double this up. I'm going to put a ball spacer, then a regular spacer. And I'm doing that because this shell has this little dip in it right here, so I think it would look better with the two. We're at the halfway point right there. We'll see if we're too long or too short here in a minute. Actually, we can tell right now just about because we're going for 9 inches. We're at 5. No, we're not because it's got a gap right there. We may be perfect. We'll see. Hey, Miss Tacos. Okay, I'm glad that, yeah, that's working pretty good, I think. Hi, Melinda. So we're gonna do this again with the and this guy. Now we're reversing the way that the shells and things are going to go. Because see, these ones were facing this way, as was the turtles. And now we're going to face them the other direction. I gotta say, it's pretty hard to find the hole. These are hollow inside, these little shells. And getting it to go to the other side is not the easiest thing in the world. Come on, baby, where you at? There you go. Anklets are one of those things you can use just about anything with to make, but I try to make them not too horribly large as far as stones and stuff, because I like you got to remember it's going to go on your ankle, which is a part of your body that's not normally adorned, except for when you're wearing shorts or a dress or something that shows your ankles off. And I don't like anything really big and chunky on my ankle. Though I do have one that has a charm in the middle, which is about that big, but it's a Triskelion. That's the Celtic knot for family. So this one is turned the opposite direction of this one. I don't want it going that direction, I don't think. I think we'll switch. We're going to have to switch that one. Okay, now we're going to see how long she is. And I could probably cut my wire because I'm sure I don't need much more, and I've got quite a bit over here still as the tail. So we'll slide this over this way. And we're going to measure it, and then I'm probably going to cut my wire here. Oh, it's longer than 9. It's too long. Well, it is 9, but we have to remember we got to put our hardware on. But we're going to get the sizer out and see when you wrap it around how extra big it is. If it's too big, we have to get rid of something. The question is, what do I want to get rid of? And I'm going to switch this right now while I'm thinking of it. Now it could be that when it wraps around, it's going to wrap exactly where I want it to, because it does have beads in there that are holding it bigger. So let's see about how long it is. Now see, it doesn't come all the way down to 9 because the bead circumference is making it holding it up from going all the way down. So it's at 8.5 now. So yeah, that's about perfect for putting on our hardware. And it should be just about 9 or just a little bit longer even by the time we get all the hardware put on. So let's get some crimp tubes out. Where are my silvers? I had some just a minute ago. There they are. Now I'm going to leave those two round ball spacers there, even though the crimp is going to put another little one there, because let's open you up. I think that hole might be in the turtle still might be big enough for our crimp to slide right into it. And we don't want that. So get these out. And we can make our loops right now without having to get my other hardware out. So we'll just make the. Hey, Tina. Hey, Rebecca. What would I charge for this? Ew, I have to think about it. Oh, boy. I don't blame you, Tina. I have trouble getting out of bed in the morning, too. I'd rather just lay in bed and just be lazy. I'll have to think about it because most of these beads came out of the companion bundle, so I don't really know their honest to God price if I were to have to buy them again. So I'd have to give it some thought. I'm not sure. So we're gonna crimp this right here, put the crimp right in the divot and squish, and then turn it, squish again. Now some people say you only have to squish it twice. I always squish it until I feel that it's not going to squish anymore. Down we go. Now, see, I cut a lot more wire than I really needed to. But I'm always saying I'd rather have too much than not enough. Not enough is a major headache. I need at least an inch of turning space, and I prefer like 2 inches because otherwise it's just a major battle to get your wire through and to where you need it to be. So, and I'm not into major battles if I can help it. So here we go with this crimp. Turn. So now we have to get a lobster claw out and some jump rings. And I just knocked something on the floor and I'm not sure what it was. I'm going to test my lobster claw, make sure it's working good. Come here, you. Because they don't always. There, this one. Uh-oh. Dang. It's doing this stick. See how it's not closing itself? So, see if it'll loosen up from that. Nope, it's not going to. This one is not going to work. This one, however, is fine. Now, Softflex says you can hook straight to their wire if you choose to. You don't have to put on the hardware. I, however, will always put on the hardware because I just prefer it, especially when I'm doing my lobster claw, because you can see what can happen to them. Ding. And if that happens and you've attached straight to your wire, then you have to redo it. So there's the large size. And I might even be able to get away with a Tinky Tot for this side, but I don't know. And now we'll see, as soon as I put this on and hook it together, how much of length we added from that 8.5 to the 9. Now it's all right if it's a little larger than 9, because if it is, it's just going to slide down the ankle further. And some people have larger ankles, so let's see where we're at. Oh, we went all the way down to 9.5. Didn't mean to go that far down. So if that's a problem for you to be that big, and in fact, sometimes I have to put an extender chain in for my customers, because it is too big. But again, you can switch. I could switch this to a Tinky Tot. It would take a little of the space away, not a lot, but some. And I do have smaller lobster claws. I could change to a smaller one. I just prefer these larger ones because they're easier to maneuver. But come here, you guys. Now, this was a 9.5, right? When we measured it. Almost, at least 9.5, heading towards 9 3/4. So if I were to decide, oh, this is too big, I could switch this medium size one out for a Tinky Tot, which would save just a little bit of space. Sometimes that little bit of space, though, is all you need. So we'll open this guy up. We're going to switch it to the Tinky Tot so I can show you what I mean. And I'll put this over to the side. That's how come I sometimes have open jump rings around me, because I have opened it up and stuck it aside because I decided I didn't need that size after all. And as you can see, it's enough space. It drops on there fine. Close this baby up. And now we're going to see how much of a difference that made. And if I really wanted to, I could switch this big one to that medium one. it didn't make a lot, but see how it's now up there between the 9 1/4 and 9 1/2 instead of down here towards the 9 3. So it's not a lot, but it could be just what you need. Hey, Kimberly. Do I have a new tattoo? No, I've had him for quite some time. I got him in Maui, actually in Lahaina, in, probably 6 years ago, because I got him just when I was 60, and actually, I'm going to be 67 this year. So I've had him for quite some time, but he's looking real good. The young man that did it did a really good job. That's cool, Jenny. A turtle dangle? Do I not? I don't use the Wire Guardian. No, I don't. And one reason is Soflex says you don't need one. And the other reason is I used to use them, and they always say, well, they protect the wire. Well, guess what? The one and only time I've had my wire break was right on the edge of the Wire Guardian as the wire comes out of it. And I was like, not very good Guardian when the Guardian itself is what broke my wire. So I don't use them. The only time I do use them is when I'm going through something that is definitely sharp, like I don't know if you guys saw the video when I was making the sun catcher that was coming off a metal moon like piece that I had painted, and I knew that metal was sharper than the Wire Guardian piece, so I did use a Wire Guardian on those. But that's the only time that I use Wire Guardians, is when I know I'm going through something that's sharper than the edge of my Wire Guardian is. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. Hey, Janice. Like I say, I don't know what any of these beads cost individually because they came in my kit, all except for my white shells, which I do know what cost. So, but I haven't figured them out and my spacers and all that kind of stuff. But it would probably be, when I bought these turtles in a strand individually, they cost almost 50 cents a piece. So you have to figure that it's close to that amount. And if you buy the individual pieces, because I have done that, like those little turtles, the little cream colored turtles are 50 cents a piece because they're $1.99 for the 4. So you're looking at $1 worth of turtles. Let's see. probably about yeah, it'd probably be about $25, $26, something like that. Sorry, figuring. Are the white shells mother? You know, I don't know what they've made them out of. They're little shells that they've glued together and then poked a hole in two sides. So I'm not sure if they're they're like reconstituted or something like that. I'm not positive, so I couldn't tell you, to be truthful with you. They just told me they were shell when I bought them, so sort of like these pearls are shell, but who knows what kind of shell. This is actually, seriously, Jenny, you want it? Because it's going to obviously cost extra for shipping too, because it's 26 as is, but with the shipping, it'll cost a little more. But if you do really want it, send me a private message and we'll get it taken care of. Am I making earrings to go with this? This is actually an anklet, not a bracelet. But frankly, you could make it a bracelet by just making it a little smaller, obviously, because this is 9.5. Yeah, it's about exactly 9.5. That'll fit you all right, Jenny? Because if not, we can I can put a little extender chain on it. I do have some. And I also probably have some little silver turtles that I could add a turtle dangle if we wanted to do that as well. But and I could easily make some earrings, just sort of like take one of these sections, like so. If we want the turtle and the shell, or we could do this direction. That. There we go. We've got about 10 minutes. Jenny, you can go to my business Facebook page. It's just in Rose's Garden Custom Treasures. I don't have any of the greens turtles. These ones came in the bundle, the last one of my companion bundles. Which bundle was it? I guess it was number 1. And these shells came in bundle number 2. But, so I'm going to put these all back together again here sooner or later. But thanks, Deborah. So I got, where did I get these? I think, not positive I remember where I got those. I think I might have got them on one of the D-Stash groups on Facebook. I'm a member of a couple of different ones, so I think that's probably where I got these shells. But so anyway, we got our anklet done here, and as usual, I have a mess to clean up. Like I said, we got about we got 8 minutes, not too much. Maybe we won't bother trying to make anything more. I think I'll turn up. So ready to turn? There we go. So I could do that, Jenny. Can we do a lariat tomorrow? Sure. In fact, we can do a lariat with our sunken treasure kits, if we wanted to. I have these little hearts. They're not hearts, they're stars that I got as a free gift from somebody in one of my orders. I was thinking of tomorrow making some earrings or something with those, but actually, if we wanted to make a lariat, we could put those on the bottom. But make another has a bracelet and earring set too. As I said the other day, I make sets a lot of times, and then it turns out that my sets get separated because people go, oh, well, I want this, but I don't want this, and so I end up with one part of my set still in the house and not that many out of the house. So it's just a matter of what do I feel like doing. So what I feel like doing right now is doing a little cleaning up. Not even sure which ones these came out of anymore because I got 3 or 4 of my sunken treasure packages open here all over the place. So I think these came out of here. And there's blue shells in that one, so I bet these green ones came out of this one. Oops, why are you not? Oh, the knot's right there. And I know the pearls came out of number 3. Nope, this is number 2. Where's number 3? Because I remember commenting on them yesterday when we got them that, hey, look at those. Those look like, oh, it's number 4 that those came out of. Number 4 is right here. But we've got a lot of the, weirdly enough, we've got a lot of, well, it's not weird, I suppose. It's pretty common, actually. Because a lot of these, like companion bundle number 4 had these little glass beads. These are 6s. And one of them has those aren't the ones. Those are cool, though. Those are shell beads, too. Those are Tribacna shell. I think it's out of, which one was it? I can't remember, but we had, it's in one of these, but we also had these green agates. Here's the 6s. And it's got some 8s in one of the other packages. So it's like, oh, to look at that. We've got different sizes of things. So I could just do some, oh, there's the other. See, there's the bigger size of the matte glass ones. So we could do something with various sizes of the same style of bead because of how they did this. It's pretty cool. We got all kinds of goodies. Oh, my earrings I'm wearing. These I got, I made from, oh, it was Randy's Dolly Christmas, but I never make things the way that everybody else. I switched them up some. And this little, the Rivoli holder here at the bottom had another hook here, which I cut off so that the Rivoli was the bottom. And then I added these crystals, and this is an Egyptian crystal in the middle here. So it has some pretty shine, though it needs to be cleaned because it's getting oil from my skin on it, so it's dulled it down some, but anyway. So yeah, I like them. I think they're really pretty. I liked the Rivoli a lot. I think other people got different colors. I was really thrilled that I got the purple ones. But yes, we'll work on. I'll design something up for a lariat tonight. Either that, or we'll just play it by ear again tomorrow. Sometimes that's the easiest. Thank you, Lois. Sometimes that's the easiest way to do it, to me anyway. Is just to put things down and just play with it and see what happens. Where do I find the companion bundles so quickly? First of all, they put out on Facebook, when they first release them, they put a notice on Facebook. And then I also I'm on their mailing list, so I also get an email telling me when they come out. That doesn't mean I'm going to get one. Sometimes I'm not lucky enough to grab one because they go really fast. But because I think I could make a patriotic lariat. I just need to pull out some red, white, and blue beads, which of course I have some. I'm a beadaholic. I'm always buying beads. But so yeah, we could do that. But yeah, I'm on their mailing list, so I get a thing whenever they put out something new, or if they have a sale. I get an email from them. But if I'm not paying attention to the Facebook that day, or if I'm not paying attention to my emails, then there's been many I've missed. I got lucky and got all of the Sunken Treasure companion bundles. Now, when I got the first one, it was even the first day they put out them, and I still, there still was only six or seven left when I bought mine. So I was afraid they'd sell out even before I got it up through the checkout. But yeah, I'm a bead addict. They're all over. Well, I'm glad that I could help you, Deborah. The general length for an anklet is 9 inches. Some people have shorter, but that's the general length for a bracelet is 7. Some people have larger ankles. Some people have smaller And the same way with wrists, when you're making bracelets. When I go to a show, especially when it's a big show, like one of my Renaissance festivals or something, I always take spools of chain with me, so that if I need to, for somebody who's, I couldn't shorten this, but I could lengthen it by just putting a couple of inches of chain on. So that's what I do. I always take a couple of spools of chain of various colors. I have some gold over here, as well as some bronze, and I have that spool of silver. So if I need to lengthen something, I can just easily put an extender chain on it. How much are what? The spools of the chain? I got this one at Hobby Lobby, and this costs $17 for this spool of chain. However, it is, let's see, 6 yards, so it's quite a bit of chain on there. And sometimes when I go down to the Crystal Limit, which is down in Missoula, I went this last weekend, and what did I do with my Crystal Limit bag? There it is. I look for their sell stuff, and this time they had leather suede on sale for $3 for this spool. And I got, I think, 3 colors. That pretty pale green, a dark purple, and a sort of gray purple. And in the camera it looks blue, but it's actually sort of a grayish purple color. But so now I have some new suede leather. I have to decide what I want to do with that. And the other thing I got down there that was pretty expensive is some faceted quartz. They're so pretty. I love these. But I actually got some shell beads too. I could just hook a little shell on the bottom of here. Bye, Lois. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, hopefully. If there's folks who don't want to come for tomorrow because you've got things going on with family or something, that's fine. Isn't that quartz amazing? I just love it. Yeah, exactly, Kimberly. And that is why I take extra chain with me when I go to a big show. When I'm going to something like the farmer's market, I don't generally bother. But if I'm going to like a Renaissance fair or the Celtic festivals or one of those things that I'm likely to sell a whole bunch of stuff. How much are what? How much are the bundles? It depends. Most of the ones I got, I think, were $38 for all 3 of them, but I've had them expensive as $42, and I've had them as little as $32. And then, of course, you got to remember, if you are a member of the Beadbox Bargains community, Bargain Beadbox, and you get the coupon, you can get 30% off of them. So the $32 one was, after my 30% off was, what, 20, 21, something like that. So really not bad at all. And they do show you a picture of them. So yeah, the chain was from Hobby Lobby. Yes. The suede leather, well, it's probably imitation, I'm pretty sure. But I got that from a store down in Missoula called the Crystal Limit. So I don't know where you could get something comparable to that. So, well, we've hit our hour. In fact, we're 5 after it. So I would love to see y'all tomorrow. If we don't, that's because you're at home for the holidays and you don't have something going on, or you do have something going on, I should say, then we won't. And hopefully I will see you. If not, happy holiday. Bye-bye.